Welcome back. Now, October marks Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and with that, Breast Cancer Ireland's Great Pink Run series is back. As well as events in Dublin and in Kilkenny, the series goes international this year with the first ever Great Pink Run Chicago happening next weekend, and our Laura will be there.
Yes, over the next few weeks we'll be doing our bit to raise awareness around breast cancer, and as part of that we've assembled our own AM team to take part in the Phoenix Park Run next month. So joining us this morning to tell us more is Aisling Hurley from Breast Cancer Ireland, Jill Murphy, who was diagnosed with the disease at just 27, and two familiar faces, Suzanne Kane and Paul Ryder, who have joined Team AM. Go on. Good morning to all of you.
Morning.
Hi, guys. I'm going to come to you, Jill, first. We've been having the chats outside, but we're going to continue them now on air because you're smiling, you're looking fabulous this morning, but you've had a rough journey to bring you to today, and it's not over yet. Will you tell us your story?
Of course, yeah. So my journey really began last April or May 2018. I found a lump in one of my breasts, and I almost didn't go get it checked because we have a family of cysts, or a history of cysts. And I was just very tired at the time, and just there was a few signs that kind of got me thinking I should go get it checked. So one of the outreach nurses from Breast Cancer Ireland was in my company, and just it kind of resonated with me. I was like, what if this is me that she could be talking about? And also one of my friends in the UK was recently diagnosed at 26. So there was just a few things. I was very tired, and I was like, you know what, I'll just go to the GP. And I almost didn't ask them to check it because I was a bit scared. Didn't think I would be affected at 26.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what, just ask. And then within, that was say May, in August, just after 2 weeks after my birthday, my 27th birthday, I was diagnosed with bilateral breast cancer.
Wow. Yeah. And like so many women, you went to the doctor for something completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
And thought, oh, maybe I'll get these checked. So you kind of pushed yourself.
Exactly. It was just kind of like, oh, while I'm here, could you just check this? And as I said, like, I nearly didn't have the courage to ask, because you just don't think at 26 that you could have breast cancer. So yeah, I was just so thankful that I had the courage and the confidence to ask that day.
So when you get the news, how soon then do your thoughts turn to, right, what's the path now? What's the treatment journey? Pretty
on the day of diagnosis, to be honest, because I think you just go into shock. You're like, it's a outer body experience almost, because you're like, there's someone else in this room getting this news. But then you're like, okay, what do I have to do to get rid of it? Like, so it's almost a survival mode that kicks in automatically. You're like, right, what's the next steps? So it is a quick instinct that kicks in.
That's amazing, because your mum was sitting beside you when you got the diagnosis.
Yeah, she was sitting beside me, and you know, she was saying, "Oh, I wish it was me." I was like, "Mum, don't be silly. Like,
isn't that
I'm
such a
young."
mother thing to say?
Very Irish, very manly thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I knew I was in good shape. I was young. I was going to kick it. So yeah, I would definitely take it any day over her.
Of course, and you had the words for her there and then, I'll bounce back from this.
Exactly.
And you certainly have.
Definitely.
So tell us what you've gone through in terms of treatment.
Yeah, so well, I had one minor surgery in September to get my node out to see if the cancer had spread, and that came back with good results. So then in October I had a double mastectomy and reconstruction at the same time. Then I started chemo in December and finished in May. So 6 months in total, and then I had 5 weeks of radiotherapy, which finished up in mid-July.
Holy moly! And how are you now?
I'm good. I'm really good. Like, my energy's getting a lot better.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a bit of treatment going on. So yeah, I mean, it is tough, and you do kind of have to realise that there is good and bad days, and you just have to remember that there's joy at the end of the tunnel. So it's okay to have bad days.
Aisling, can we bring you in here, because you have the perfect ambassador for your campaign, don't you? She's been through the mill, but here she is sitting fabulous, able to tell the story, and the support of what you guys do is just hugely important to Jill and to everyone like her.
But she's inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, all of the women that I've met over the last couple of years, they really are inspiring, because they fight through this. Some are really, really fortunate, some aren't so fortunate. Yeah. But you know what we're trying to do in the research world, and in Breast Cancer Ireland in particular, is we're trying to transform it from often being a fatal disease to a treatable long-term illness. That's the key.
And research is the key.
Research is the key.
But research costs money.
It does cost money, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we can't stay static. We've got to keep pumping money into various different research programs. So for instance, at the moment, we're looking at a triple-negative breast research programme that we're funding through Queen's University, where we're looking at, it happens a lot in younger women, triple-negative breast cancer, and the standard treatment of care for them is the age-old of surgery, chemo and radiation therapy. And at that young age, when children are a priority, it's very daunting. So we're now looking at seeing, can we come up with new targeted therapy, drug therapies for younger women to be able to
And as you say,
it.
this all costs money, and hence the Great Pink Run, and hence these two sitting beside you who decided to represent Team AM.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Are you
guys.
looking forward to it?
I can't wait.
Well, you're in the gym all the time, so
Yeah, but
let's start now with
you
your
keep
Mr.
saying-
Fitness
so
here.
I'll
He's
wa-
in Lycra of a Monday. I'm like sitting at home thinking I'm going to get a chipper. Do you know what I mean? Like it really is compare and contrast, really. In
Well,
fairness.
we have varying degrees of fitness on the couch, I suppose.
yeah,
fair to
I'm
say,
varying
is it?
his degrees.
But I suppose it's also not about who's going to do the better job. It is just like we said, it's for the cause, and whether I run her out and leave her with a biscuit at the end, that's neither here nor there. I just think it's such a great cause, and it's close to every. We've all had somebody who suffered from and/or is going through cancer treatment.
Yeah.
So that's where kind of my goal is. If I run it, I run it. If I walk it, I walk it. If we crawl it, love, we'll be
crawling.
absolutely
We'll be
fine.
crawling.
It genuinely doesn't matter. Once
No,
you
it doesn't.
take
And
it apart,
exactly,
raise
yeah.
awareness.
As Paul said that again, I think we're all, I know for my family, I feel like a fraud sitting here because Jill, we were chatting away outside before we came in, and you are like the epitome of the most inspirational women.
Superhero.
And yeah, we need women like you, young women like you, to talk, because I think that was really like interesting that you said you almost didn't say when you went in to talk to the doctor. You
Yeah.
almost didn't say. And that is a game changer. But as women, we're almost apologetic for our bodies at times, that we go, God, I don't want to trouble you. Would you mind? I think I might just have a bit of a lump on my breast, but sorry to trouble you. Whereas, we aren't those really vocal women. So we do have to be more vocal. I know for me, two of my aunties, like my mum comes from a family of 6 girls, and 2 of my aunties have had breast cancer. And unfortunately, last August, we lost my auntie to breast cancer after an unbelievable battle. And she was the epitome of a strong, independent, confident woman. And we had seen my Auntie Vera go through it in a diagnosis at 2004, where it almost felt like the most daunting thing. And actually, when my Auntie Dee was diagnosed in 2014, I was almost blasé because of women like you and the women who have gone before you, who have spoken, who have gone through all of these things and so
also
bravely
because
battled
the
and come
treatments
out the
have
far
got
side. Yeah.
the treatments have got so much better, and that's because you're able to pump money into the research,
Yeah.
different treatment plans. How can people get involved if they want to jump in and join the Great Pink Run?
Well, they can register at greatpinkrun.ie. We're always looking for people. I mean, we've now described the Great Pink Run as a movement.
Yeah, it is.
Because we have about 6,500 who show up in the Phoenix Park every year, and then another 2,000 who show up in Kilkenny. And as you say, we're heading to Chicago next Wednesday to bring the Great Pink Run to the
As you
States.
do.
As you do.
As you do.
Which is fantastic, though. And
It's
brilliant.
amazing.
it shows the scale of it and the success of the
Absolutely.
whole
And what we
initiative.
decided we would do is, to have impact, we would team up with a really world-renowned breast research centre in the University of Chicago called the Ludwig Centre. So our entity in the States is called Research a Cure, and together we're doing a collaborative research programme between US and Ireland Centres of Excellence. And you know what? My thing is, if we can join forces, we'll definitely maximise our impact.
Of course.
for all
And
communities.
awareness is brilliant, but research actually
Research
saves
is
lives.
key.
Yeah.
Research is key. And our real main focus for this year's Great Pink Run is in metastatic disease. And that's a disease, that's metastatic breast cancer, is where the cancer cells have gone through the lymph nodes and into the blood system and have evaded sort of the first line treatment, and sort of in years and months to come they have another diagnosis. So we're looking at ways in trying to inhibit the cancer cell growth
course.
and trying to stop it.
So, Jill, your journey is not over, but you're doing well.
Yeah, doing very well.
And
thank
what's
you.
your estimated time frame in terms of finishing your treatment?
Hopefully April 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, so there'll be a very big celebration when that comes around.
I hope we're invited.
Of course, of course.
Listen, thank you for coming in and
Thank
sharing your
you.
story. You are
Thank
inspirational.
you.
And thank you for coming in,
Good
guys.
luck, guys.
Best of luck with the training. Although, from what I hear, Paul's training started last night. For all the information you need on the Great Pink Run, check out greatpinkrun.ie.
Oh, he's very blushed over there.
I hate both of you.
Remember, I'd say Suzanne might leave you for dead. We might
Yes,
be
probably.
surprised.
I'll be running.
Remember to join us over the coming weekends as we mark Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We'll be travelling to Chicago with Breast Cancer Ireland to cover their first international Great Pink Run. We'll be meeting people affected by the disease, plus we'll be showing you how to do a self-check breast exam. So important.
Some very important items planned over the next few weekends, so please make sure you stay tuned. Plus, of course, we'll be keeping track of Team AM as they train for the Phoenix Park Run on October 19th. No pressure, guys.
No pressure.
Time for a quick break. See you in a couple of minutes.